Alrighty guys, y'all remember this Challenger I checked out a couple days ago? Remember I was talking about how you should you might want to just go ahead and act proactive and do your fuel pump. A lot of y'all is against that. I get it, okay? I guess you would be for it if something happened. Well, anyway, I got a new fuel pump right here. All right, yeah, brand new. Guess what? It's Mopar fuel pump too. Yeah, this is the harness that you're gonna need. Remember, the circuit has been redesigned. Okay, they no longer want the current circuit the way it is. Now, I don't want to regurgitate everything I talked about. Remember, the last thing we said was I recommend before you condemn the fuel pump to verify power supply and ground going to it. Okay, let me see. Yeah. It's not like it's gonna magically. Sometimes, you know what I want to do? Sometimes you can tap on that fuel pump. All right, damn, that's a long time. You know what I want to do? I'm about to experiment something. Cause on an old ass vehicle, like an old ass truck, you can tap on the fuel pump and like wake it up, so to speak, and the sucker will fire right up. I promise you, craziest thing I ever seen. So what I'm gonna do is remove this seat, gain access to this pump, and boom, boom, boom. Just to, I'm still gonna replace it. I just want to see, will it start? All right, guys, let me gain access to this pump. All right, here's your luxurious fuel pump. Now I don't have like a hammer or something, but I wanted to tap on this thing. I need something. I can use my fists, I guess. Just want to tap on it, see if I can wake it up. Man, it's best if you're doing it under the car with like a hammer or something. Now, I'm gonna turn the key on, guys. You know what happens when you turn the key on, right? Any car, just about these days, you're gonna get that 2-second prime. That's anticipating of you cranking. Remember, when you turn the key, you go from off to run. That run signal, you might hear bzzz, that's the fuel pump running. The fuel pump is going to stop running because it doesn't see RPM. The computer not seeing RPM. So there's no reason for the fuel pump to stay on. All right, follow me now. So you turn the key to run bzzz, and you haven't started it yet. The computer don't see RPM. ASD, automatic shutdown relay, is going to shut that off. All right, there's no need to have fuel pressure or fuel running through your system, injectors firing off, coil firing off, whatever the ASD control. There's no reason to have that running if the car is not running. And the car is not running because there's no RPM signal from the crank sensor. All right, so they shut that down if that's the case. Now, when you turn it to start, that's when everything kick in. You now got RPM and your car should run. So, yeah, a few nice, good love taps. You got to find something solid to hit on it, guys. Now let's see. This is something you can try in the event of emergency. Your car quit on you and you think it's fuel related. We used to do that on the older model trucks long time ago. Damn, these cars are small. Let me see if it magically, let's see. Hold on, let's turn the key on. Oh yeah, I hear the pump running over a good love tap. Let's see if it starts. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. So I magically woke the pump up. Is that a word? Woke it up? I magically disturbed it enough or made it vibrate enough to operate for a split second. Guys, that's not a fix. So please don't get it twisted. In fact, I don't want nobody to hear that running and I haven't put the fuel pump up on and they think it's a fix. All right, so proceed with your diagnosis. It could be, even if it was an intermittent, well, your pump can't intermittently be working. I didn't intermittently fix a connection at the pump. I merely tried to vibrate the pump enough to see if it'll operate. Again, that strategy is used only for emergencies. Now, where's my tool? We still got to get this pump replaced, guys. All right, but before I do that, I want to show y'all the 12-volt routine. You got to have 12 volts in ground, like I mentioned earlier, for a pump to work. All right, so I'm gonna switch to another video, show you checking that connector to make sure 12 volts in ground there. And if it is, then you know for sure your pump is at fault. Don't deem that as a fix. Please don't, because that's not a fix. All right. Yeah, let's watch the rest of this video. I'm doing this for y'all's sake, guys. Like I say, in my scan 2, I can merely actuate the pump and tell, and then do my testing. But I'm gonna go through the necessary procedure as if we have no scan 2, so y'all can see what I'm talking about, especially my subscribers. And if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe to the channel. All right, I would appreciate it. And give the video a thumbs up while you're at it. Now be careful trying to stab inside a connector like that. That's not the right way to do that, but we trying to get something done. Let me plug this right here. Find a way to pry this connector. All right, guys, so I have that pried. My test light just barely poking in the blue and orange wire, which is the power supply, on the other end to a ground. We're gonna go inside and we're gonna simulate starting. Remember, 2 seconds you should have a crank signal. All right, so as you can see, the key off, test light right there. I can't do them both, so what I'm gonna do is push to the run position. Y'all see if the light lights. It should light for 2 seconds. All right, here we go. And there you have it. That was more like 3 seconds. So it all depends. All right, so what that tells me, ladies and gentlemen, I am getting power supply to the fuel pump. Now the way to do ground is just the opposite. All right, or you could have simply found your pin and using your test light and stabbed into ground and then did it that way. But because they're too close to each other, you don't want to accidentally touch and spike or pop a fuse. So, but I'm highly suspected that ground is there. But guys, I want you to test it. All right, I'm not gonna test it. I need a helper, okay, to do it and show you. I can do it by myself off camera, but I want you all to do that. All right, take your other end of your test light. See, you can kill 2 birds in 1 stone this way. Safety pin, any kind of pin, anything that will conduct current, and put it right here on ground, and then do your test. And if that light lights, you know you're getting 12 volts in ground. The pump should be running. So in this case, I know I have 12 volts going to it, okay, and I'm just assuming I have ground. Don't you guys assume. You actually do the test. But they waiting on me now. They just text my phone. So what I'm about to do is simple. Grab my special tool. Yeah. Remember back in the day, some of you veterans, y'all know what I'm talking about. All my veterans out there. A chisel and a hammer, damn it. We didn't have all this stuff back then. So we're gonna set this on here. Y'all know how this works. All right, so I'm gonna have to put this phone down because I need all my resources and my strength to bust that loose. Here goes the thinking. I'm gonna put that right there. And I'm a freaking pull, and I don't have like I say, a tripod and nothing to set the camera up to let you see this, but I got some old footage I'll just show you from that. All right, how's that? All right, guys, let me get this pump off.